In this quick video, I'm going to show you exactly how to read foreclosure numbers on public records. And most important, I'm going to show you how they actually get published once a property sells at auction. A lot of people are getting these figures wrong. They're misunderstanding what they mean. And I'm going to show you because I have this perfect example of a property that I just sold, and I got this question, or let me say I got this comment a lot. I mean, a lot of buyers were looking at questioning why the bank was trying to make a profit because they could see what the bank paid for it. And it was listed for more than the bank paid for it. But that's actually not the case. And I'm going to show you in this example in this quick video. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start out by going to the property appraiser's website. And this is where you're going to start doing your research and your due diligence. And what I want to show you is the sales history right here. And this is what everyone's looking at and actually getting wrong. And I heard this a lot during this property, and this is one that I just sold. You can see right here, $510,000. This is where the bank sold it to a third party. Okay, this is our listing on the MLS that ended up selling for $510,000. Now people are looking at this $502,100, and they're telling me, why is the bank trying to make a profit when they had it listed for over $600,000 when they only paid $502,000 for the property to get it back? Well, that's not the case. Okay, anytime you see CT, that's your certificate of title. This lets you know that this property was bought at the auction, at the foreclosure auction. If you look at this deed, you're going to see something that a lot of people don't realize or understand, but the bank had to pay $3,500 in taxes. Okay, this is the deed doc transfer tax here in the state of Florida. Even though they physically didn't send and wire money never transferred hands, they still have to pay the transfer tax on the amount they bid. So just because somebody put a bid in there and forced the bank's hand to bid, they have to pay the deduct stamps tax of $3,500. You can see right here, this is where it sold on July 23rd, $502,100 plaintiff. This tells me that probably the third-party bidder stopped at $502,000 even, because you only go up in increments of $100. So the third-party bidder probably stopped at $502K even, and the bank had to go up another $100 to get it back because they weren't going to allow a third-party bidder to get the property for $502,000. When they ended up selling it for $510,000, not to mention all the time, money they spent on utilities, landscaping, grass cuts, commissions, all the stuff they paid, they would have been better off if they would have just let it go to the third-party bidder for this amount. So anytime you see a figure here in the CT besides $100, you know that a third-party bidder actually put a bid in and forced the bank's hand to bid on it. If they didn't and the bank just got it back because no one else bid on the property, it would only show $100 here and the bank wouldn't pay anything in any transfer tax. So a lot of people are asking me or have mentioned about the bank getting the property back for $502,000, which I've already showed you is not the case. Okay, one other thing I want to point out, you see the difference here. You see this WD, which is your warranty deed, and you see your SW, or your special warranty deed. I know by looking at this is where the bank sold it to a third party, because the banks will only give a special warranty deed. They will never give a general warranty deed, only a special warranty deed. And there is a difference. And if you don't know, let me pull this up real quick and show you. A special warranty deed is a deed in which the seller of a piece of property only warrants against problems or encumbrances in the property title that occurred during his ownership. A special warranty deed is more limited than the more common general warranty deed, which covers the entire history of the property. So a general warranty deed covers the entire history, where the special warranty deed, what the bank gives a buyer, only covers the time they own the property. So I want to show you one other thing real quick. So a lot of people look at this figure and they think, like we just talked about, the bank only paid $502,000 for it and they're trying to make a profit. If they sold it for $510,000, they actually sold it for more than they bought it back for. But this is not the case. And you've got to look at the final judgment to start. So let me pull up this final judgment for this property and show you. So this is the final judgment. The principal balance was over $730,000. They paid interest on this thing for 10 years. So the total that they foreclosed on for the final judgment amount was $1.5 million. They lost over $1 million on this property. So you've got to make sure and check your final judgment to know what was in the... Okay, that'll do it for this video. I appreciate it. Just remember, if you want to know what the bank has in it or what the bank bought it back for, don't concern yourself with what comes up in the court records. Look at the final judgment first. The final judgment is going to dictate how much the bank has in the property, and that's one of the most important figures. Hey, as always, I appreciate it. Thanks. If you haven't, make sure and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. I'll be glad to answer. As always, I appreciate it. Have a great day. Thanks.